Happy Summer Splash! It's the 1st of July. The Summer Splash readathon has finally started. I'm so excited. I am gonna start my first book, and it's not going to be the Falling in Love montage, which I wanted to start with because I'm currently at my mom's house and I forgot the Falling in Love montage at my flat. So that's not gonna happen. I'm thinking about starting Nathan the Wise instead, and I'm gonna update you when I'm a little bit into it, but I just wanted to start this vlog and share my excitement about this readathon starting. It's day 3 of the Summer Splash readathon, and I have finished Nathan the Wise. I'm honestly slumping a bit. That's a 140 page play. I could have read it in one day or two. I'm not in the reading mood currently, which is not ideal for starting a readathon. So I decided I'm gonna go with something light and breezy next. And I asked you on Instagram if it's gonna be Shower Wheeler or the Falling in Love montage. But let me first tell you about Nathan the Wise. I think I haven't even told you the synopsis yet, so let's do that first. It's a play of the Enlightenment period, and it's about Nathan the Wise, and it's basically about tolerance of religions and religions accepting each other. And I really liked it. It was really good. I just like Lessing's writing. I really enjoyed this play. I do prefer Emilia Galotti. I just think it's a more fun read, but I'm really into Nathan the Wise as well. I would recommend it. Other than my slumpiness, that's actually quite a good start to the readathon, and I'm hoping we continue with good books. Oh, and by the way, if you ever feel like you have an egghead or your head looks like an egg, don't, because just look at Lessing and then you don't feel like it anymore. I just needed to tell you that because the minute I saw his portrait I had to think of it. Anyways, I'm gonna continue probably with Shower Wheeler. It's currently in the lead on Instagram and I don't think that will change, but I'll update you later. I have now started Shower Wheeler. It won in the Instagram poll. I think 3 chapters in. Currently it's okay. It's easy to read, it's breezy, it's nice, but it's a bit too cliche for me. All the characters fit into perfect high school stereotypes. And I just want them to have a bit more of their own personality, but that may still happen. So I'm hopeful. I'm gonna continue reading now, and I'll see you when I'm a bit further in, or even done, maybe. Okay, update. I still find it super cliche, but I'm actually really starting to like the dialogue and the humor, so I'm gonna continue, but it's getting better. It's day 5 and I haven't read a single page yet. I'm feeling the exam stress sink in. So yeah, I'm studying a lot. I'm at that point where I thought for weeks I was right on track, and now I'm realizing my exams are in 3 weeks and I'm definitely not on track. So a lot of studying going on, not much reading. I'm gonna read before bed today, like I always do, but not much more, I think, which is not ideal because I only finished 1 book yet. But we'll see how it goes. My uni work has to be the priority, but trying to get as much reading in as possible. I went to the hairdresser today and I read a lot while waiting and getting my hair done. I'm actually really quite liking Cheryl Wheeler now. It's still cliche, it's nothing out of the ordinary, it's nothing groundbreaking, but I'm just enjoying the fun. It's quite an easy read, it's funny at times, and it's just been a while since I read a fun book and I'm really enjoying the process. And I don't have much more to update you on. It's day 6 today, so yeah, I should really finish Cheryl Wheeler soon, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm not even halfway in, so I don't know. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. I am now about halfway through, I think, and I'm loving this book more and more. The characters really grew on me. They developed an actual character. There's really nothing bad I can say about this book anymore. And I also just noticed that it's so fun to read a fun book for a change. I know that sounds pretty obvious, but I've just been reading a lot of non-fiction and classics for the past couple of months, and I've been loving that. I love classics, I love a good non-fiction. It's been a great time, but I've just noticed with this book that I really miss reading fun contemporary, and I've just put that on the back burner for the past couple of months, and I should really focus on reading those two because they make for a really, really good reading experience. Oh my god, I just realized I don't think I have ever told you what this book is about. Seems like that's becoming a theme in my videos and I don't want it to be. I want to be better. I'm trying. Okay, I Guess Chararila is about Chloe, who is a queer girl living in a town of Southern America, and she's not happy there. And she got kissed by Cheryl Wheeler one day before prom or something. And then there's a boy, Rory, who also got kissed by Cheryl Wheeler, I think on the prom day. And then also Cheryl Wheeler has a boyfriend. And then Cheryl Wheeler vanishes, and those 3 people who have kissed her try to figure out where she's gone. She left all kinds of clues. It's a bit of a mystery. I don't think I did the greatest job explaining this book, but whatever. I tried my best, okay? And I know it's late, but I'm gonna try to be better at giving a synopsis in the future. I finished I Guess Cheryl Wheeler and I loved it so much. It's such a good book. It's a new favorite for me. And now I understand why everyone loves Casey McQuiston. I cried reading this book on the train. You don't understand. I've never cried reading a book on a train or in public. Actually, I've never cried reading a book, period. This is the first book I've ever really cried. I mean, I got teary-eyed before, but I've never actually shed a tear, and I shed several for this one. So it's such a good book. If I had to pitch it, I would say it's Paris Geller and Rory Gilmore, Ed Chilton, but if one of them had gone missing and there was sexual chemistry between them. That's my pitch for the book. Do with that what you want, but I really encourage you to read it because I fucking loved it. It's so great. It definitely shows how shitty a high school experience can be without becoming too heavy. It always stays a light read, but it does tackle important topics, and that's just something I really appreciate in a book. I already see myself rereading it. Actually, I really have to hold off rereading it right away, but that wouldn't fit into my summer splash plan, so I'm trying to restrain myself. I have started Rivers of London last night. I've read, I think, the first chapter, or not even the first chapter, just a couple of pages. I was quite tired, and also I'm having a bit of a book hangover. I don't actually want to read something else right now, but it's a readathon, and I've committed to this readathon. I want to do well in this readathon. It's Sunday right now, so the first week is over. I don't know actually what day today is, but the first whole week of Summer Splash is over, and I've read 2 books which I'm pretty happy with now that I've managed my expectations a little bit with studying and all. But I haven't done any of the non-reading prompts, except I participated in one reading sprint which I forgot to film. But I haven't done any of the others, which I'm a little bit disappointed in because they all sounded so great, but I just haven't had the time. So I'm hoping I'm gonna have more time than in the next weeks, but I kind of know that that's not going to happen. I'm gonna just try my best, do it the chill way, try to read as much as I can, but studying obviously comes first. But I'm having fun. I probably wouldn't have picked this up if it wasn't for the Summer Splash Readathon, because this was the buddy read, and I maybe wouldn't have ever picked it up, or would only have picked it up years later. So I'm very thankful that this was the buddy read choice, because it's a new favorite. I really love it, and I kind of can't wait to read more stuff by Casey McQuiston. Happened since I last spoke to you. It's only been a couple of days. I don't know, have I told you that I started Rivers of London? I don't even remember. But I have paused it and I read the Falling in Love montage instead, because I just wanted another YA queer contemporary. It's about Saoirse, who has just finished school, and her mom has dementia, which makes her life incredibly difficult. And to forget her feelings and avoid that her life gets even more complicated, she usually just kisses straight girls who want to experience something new. She has a rule that she doesn't engage with gay or bi girls in that way. But then she meets Ruby, which breaks her rule, because Ruby is so fucking cute. And they decide that they're gonna date throughout the summer, and that it's definitely gonna end at the end of the summer, and that they are going to do all the things that you would see in a rom-com montage. All the fun things, just without the happy ending. And we follow them throughout that summer, and it's so amazing. It's a lot heavier than I thought. Saoirse's mom's sickness is really a big theme in here, so keep that in mind if you want to read that book. But it's done so well, and Saoirse really feels like a real teenager. She isn't the perfect girl who has a problem and then she's wobbling a little bit, but she's so perfect. She really is a teenager with big problems, and you can tell she is not always your favorite person when you're reading, or you're not always agreeing with it, but at the end of the day you can always understand why she's like that. She never felt unrealistic to me, and even though I didn't agree with her thoughts and actions a lot of the time, I could totally understand why she was doing them, so it didn't bother me. It was just so wonderful. The romance was super cute. The heavy topics were dealt with super well. It was just such a good read, such an indulging read. I think I read it within 24 hours, even though I had a lot of other stuff to do. If you get the chance to read this book and you feel up for it, I would definitely recommend, because I just think it's got the perfect mixture of romance and realistic, heavy life topics. I definitely want to read more by Kiara Smith now. Now, I have now continued in The Rivers of London. I'm not very far yet, so I can't really tell you anything about it. I have also started The Parent Trap, which is the book I'm reading exclusively outside, so that's why I started 2 books. And yeah, I already know this book, obviously. It's my childhood fave, and it's been just lovely to revisit it. I'm also just not very far into it yet. So yeah, I'm reading those 2 books. And I haven't participated in many of the non-reading prompts yet, unfortunately. I wanted to do more, but it turns out I'm very busy. But I have done another one, which is create a playlist for one of the books you're reading, or just a book in general, I don't remember. Anyways, I have created a playlist for the Falling in Love montage. I'm gonna link it down below. It's not very long, but I think all the songs in there fit the book very well, and I'm kind of proud of it. So yeah, I'll see you. I'm 80 pages into Rivers of London, and I have to say, I don't really vibe with the writing, which is really unfortunate because I really want to love it, and it's set in London, which is always fun, but currently not so much. I'm gonna continue though, and I'm gonna update you in case I start loving it or disliking it more. I mean, I'm only 80 pages in. What do I know? I just wanted to give you a quick update because I haven't updated in a couple of days. I've also started The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly, so I'm currently reading 3 books now, and I'm not far into any of them. There's really not much to tell you currently. I've got my first exam next week on Tuesday. Currently it's Friday night, so I'm really intensely in studying mode. There's not much else I do, so I know that's very boring, and I know you've already probably seen a couple of studying montages, but that's just life. That's what I'm doing currently, so I'll update you if I have something new to say. I've just noticed that I've yet again forgotten to tell you what this book is about, so I'll do it now. It's about a police officer, Peter, who works in London and suddenly starts seeing ghosts, and he pretty quickly finds out that there's a whole world of magic and meets a magical detective who he starts solving cases with or investigating with. That's about how much I can tell you. Hi, I'm currently sitting on my balcony and it's quite windy, so I hope you can hear me. I'm just checking in. It's now the 31st of July. Oopsie. I haven't read much the last couple of weeks. I've just been doing uni work, not much else. So that always comes first, as I already said before. But I don't know if I'm gonna read some more today. I'm still in the learning process. My last exam is on the 3rd of August, so you're probably seeing this video afterwards because I won't have time to edit it before. I'm probably not going to do much reading today. I'm gonna read before bed as I do every day, but I don't think I will finish anything anymore, so that's unfortunate. But on the other hand, I read 2 new favorite books for this readathon, even though I only read 3 books, so I'll count that as a success, definitely. So if you haven't yet, I would really encourage you to check out Cherry Wheeler and the Falling in Love montage. I really love both of these books. And yeah, tonight is the Euros final, so that's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna give myself a break for that, definitely. So maybe I check in again afterwards, or if I magically finish something today, but I don't think so. So yeah, I'm really glad that you joined me on this journey. That was my first readathon I actually documented. It was so fun, and I hope to do more in the future. Maybe next time, not during an exam phase for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.